Hey, Tiff Marshall here, and I want you to declare no slow summer. Yes, in business, even in the church world, it's like everything kind of goes on pause. Church attendance dwindles, um, clientele typically dwindles, and most businesses and organizations see a decline in clients, a decline in attendance and attention because people are enjoying their summers. It's like when school is out, everybody kind of goes in chill mode. Understandably so. I'm even noticing churches who are giving their churches like churches who are giving their churches who are giving their members Sundays off, and I love it. Like everybody take a Sabbath, okay? So what does that mean for you in your business? And I want you to seriously declare no slow summer. Now that my sister Chandra was also talking about this, and I was like, we're gonna touch and agree on this because things only slow up if you slow up. Okay, so I want to help you with some tips on what to do as it relates to your marketing and your system so that you are not experiencing a slow summer. The summer for you will only be slow if you allow it. Okay, to be honest with you, if you allow it, that's when your summer or why your summer will be slow. So let me give you three quick tips on what you can do to ensure that you do not have a slow summer. Okay. And you have to believe that this will happen for you and can happen for you. There are people out there with the funding to pay you, with the desire to pay you. So that's not even anything that you need to worry about. That part is that what you need to focus on is what you should be doing to make sure that you keep momentum. And that's one thing, the one thing that you want to avoid is going silent. You cannot afford to go silent. That works in a multiplicity of ways. You cannot close your mouth in this season. You need to be talking about what you do. You need to be networking. You need to be sharing what it is that you do and how you help people. Nothing needs to really be about you per se. A lot of times we make a mistake in our marketing by talking about ourselves a whole lot. Now, when you're talking about yourself, it needs to be of value to your client. People are watching you and need you for what you can do for them, honestly. So you cannot go silent. You need to stay on top of people's minds. You cannot afford to not post. Your content needs to be rolling. You need to have, especially choose that one platform that you're going to dominate where your audience is, and you need to take that one platform seriously and go all in. Start now so that your summer is afloat. And one thing about doing well during the summer is it prepares you for fall and it prepares you for the holidays. So you want to make sure that you do not go silent. You need to show up. You need to show up. You need to show up, period. Like you have no excuse. Find the time to get the content done. Find time to do the videos. Find time to open your mouth and let people know what you do. Do not stop telling people what you do. Do not assume that people know what you do. Secondly, you want to make sure that you are not neglecting your analytics. When was the last time you looked at your analytics? So maybe like, I don't know when to post or look at your analytics. Your analytics tells you when your audience is looking at your content, when your audience is engaging in your content, and what content they are actually interacting with. Don't let it like be a game. It's not a maze. It's not rocket science. It's not science at all. The computer, the analytics is doing the work for you. Look at your analytics, look at your professional dashboard and see when your audience is interacting with your content, what they want to see. And you'll be surprised at the content that they really interact with. It's just probably stuff that you really don't give much thought to. It's like, oh, that got this many shares, this many likes. That's what you need to be doing. So you cannot afford to go silent, and you need to open your mouth and share what it is that you are doing out here in the world for people And thirdly, I want you to ensure that you're not underestimating the power of automation. So you're probably like, Tiffany, well, I don't know. I don't have time to post. I don't have time. I don't have time. Make the time. If it has to be 10 minutes a day, that's 50 minutes a week that you have rendered to your content, to your marketing. And so, how can you automate your content? So, schedule content ahead of time. Every platform has a schedule feature, has a schedule option, free and paid. So, you can schedule content for the free 99, or you can, what is this? Or you can, Oh. You can schedule content for the free 99, or you can purchase a paid system. Either way, set a time to devote to your content, and not just posting content, but also set aside time to interact. You need to interact and engage with content. If you really want eyes on what you do, start liking, sharing, and commenting on the content of other people. When you receive emails, start replying to those emails. If it's really a brand or a company that you want to engage with or collaborate with, because that starts to really let people know who you are. And that is one way that you can start to build relationships with people. So automation is your friend. Get it done now. So even if, like I said, if it's 10 minutes a day that you're focused on your social media content, let that 10 minutes be that 10 minutes. That's fine. That's 50 plus minutes a week that you are devoted to your content. And what happens is if you're in my group, the marketing suite, I post it and I put more details of information in the marketing suite. So if you're in that Facebook group, you get that information. If you want to be in the group, I'll put the link below so that you can join the group. But you have to understand the algorithm. Many times we post a flyer or we post information, people are not seeing it. If the initial engagement does not take off, people may not see that post until a day or two later, sometimes 3 days later, and in other instances, a week later. So if you really want people to engage and know what you're doing and what you have to offer, you have to start planning and sharing that information in advance. And think about this, on average, it's going to take about 3 impressions for people to even start to consider what it is that you have to offer. Like sometimes 3 to 6 times. So let's say, I think I saw Miss Sylvia on here, Chi Chi My Productions, right? So let's say that Chi Chi My Productions has a stage play coming up. They need to start sharing that stage play months in advance, because I need to see that stage play flyer or promotion at least 3 to 6 times before I even consider purchasing a ticket. In our minds, we think that people see a flyer and they press buy. That's not how the mind works. That's not how the consumer works. That's not even how you work. When you see something, you click and buy right away. Not often. Not often. So you have to keep that in mind, especially if you are service-based. You have to nurture, you have to be in front of people a little more for them to even grasp wanting to do business with you. So you need to make sure that you schedule your content ahead of time. Also, there are ways for you to do a content day where you batch record or you batch schedule. That's okay. Like, pull off a day or an hour or two on a Saturday or whenever you have a good day, right? A free day. And on that day, you schedule, you take your pictures, you do your video, all, like you batch it all together, like you do all of it in one setting. And then later on, you figure out when you're going to plan it, when you're going to post it, when you're going to schedule it. But you have to stay in people's face. You have to stay in people's face. And then, hey, shut. And you have to determine what consistency looks like for you. If you know in your heart of hearts that you cannot post every day, do not post every day. No pressure, no harm, no foul. But you have to determine what consistency looks like for you and then post. So if that's 2 times a week, if that's 3 times a week, stay on that schedule. You have the power to make the algorithm obey you. Okay? The algorithm knows what you do a whole lot. And so when you show up, consistently according to your level of consistency, your measure of consistency, the algorithm will favor you. The algorithm wants you to post, but the algorithm wants to pick up when you're going to post so they can ride with you, so they can vibe with you. You just can't show up and get an algorithm a little hug and then ghost the algorithm. Do you like to be ghosted? If think of your algorithm like you. If you want somebody to call you every day, and then they call you and they stop calling you, do you want to pick up the phone when they call you back? No, because you're being inconsistent. All right. So that's how the algorithm works. Okay. So batch your content, schedule your content. You have to show up and you have to break down what you do as simple as possible. As simple as possible. When people make a buying decision, they need it to be as simple as possible. When you confuse, you lose. If they have to think about what you do, if they have to figure out themselves, it's not going to happen. You're slowing down your money, and you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. So, no slow summer, and you need to make sure that you are doing these things and not just listening to me, but actually putting them into practice, putting them into play when it comes to your content. Here's another marketing hack that I want you to use so that you do not have a slow summer. Again, I need you to declare, put it in the comments, put it in the chat, no slow summer. I want you to start using the stories and testimonials of your clients. Show us your results. Show us what you've been doing. Many of us have excellent clients. We have done excellent work behind the scenes, but no one knows what we do. And whose fault is that? Right? Nobody but mine. I wish I could sing, y'all, because I'll be on here glowing. I still do. Okay. If you talk to me on the phone, you know, I'll be done bust out into it real fast. But you want to ensure, what was I talking about? Oh, clients. Start sharing your impact. How have you helped people for real, for real? So one thing that we do within the system suite is, especially when we bring you behind the curtain, behind that paywall, as Bird would say, we start to share like, well, it's not on our website now, but we share how we help you make money. We share how we help you move the needle. We share how we help you reduce your stress and frustration. We share how we help you get yourself all the way together so your clients are not running you. Okay. We share how we help you market your business. We share how we help you automate and how much time we save. Like we don't just say we save you time, like we calculate that bad boy. What impact are you having? If you have a nonprofit and you're working with children, do you know the impact that you have by having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 children in your program and they're not out in the street or at home doing nothing? Do you know the economic impact that you're having? If you have a career program, do you understand your impact and are you sharing that? That is a hack that you need to tap into. Stop being the best known secret in your community. Share. Share, share, share. We don't want to see our selfie. We don't want to see that you got a pedicure. That's cute, and I'm glad that you're doing that. But we want to know what impact you are having on your client. That's what's going to sell me. That demonstrates, hey, Stacy and Leah and Nikita, thank you for tagging them. That shares your impact. That shares your value. So you don't have to get on social media and be upset and fuss when people don't want to pay your price. Because when I understand your value, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, or rather where your mouth is. I am going to be willing to pay you. I am going to be willing to trust you to help me. When you clearly communicate your value and professionally communicate your value, you don't have to worry about people not paying you. The money is there. And people got the money, y'all. I don't care what they say about this economy. Okay, don't even listen to it. Don't listen to it. I don't care what they say. I don't let it infiltrate my mind. Okay. Holy Spirit incubate me from everything going on because I don't know. I'm focused. I am focused. I am focused. I am focused. Okay. And can I give y'all another one? Then we got to make sure that we're doing. I want you all to make sure. I got two more. Uh, Yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. I want you to adjust your content to the needs of your clients for the next 6 months. If you were at Saturday's workshop, I shared that with you. I challenged every woman in that room because it was for women. But this tip applies to all. I want you to sit down and think from June, right? And for the next 6 months, what do your clients need the most? This action should already be done. But if it's not done, that's fine. I want you to identify what your clients need the most. And that's what you're going to tailor your services and your content toward. Summer is light, it's fun, it's playful. Let your content resemble that. Have some fun with your content. You don't like to be in front of the camera? Get your neighbor, borrow your niece, borrow your nephew, get an intern, borrow a teenager who's home for the summer and give them community service hours to help you with your content or be in the front of the camera for you. But be light, be fun, be playful, bring people behind the scenes. It's all about getting attention. Marketing draws people in, systems keep them there. Okay? Marketing makes people come through the door. Systems keep them coming back for more. So you have to draw them in with your marketing, and then behind the scenes, we can talk about them systems and the automation. Okay. But I can't drop too much at one time. I'm talking about marketing hacks so that you do not have a slow summer. Have fun with your content. Like if you don't enjoy posting, honestly, it's really because you're not posting content that you like. And you probably have not posted enough to even know what type of content that you want to post. But have fun and let you be your inspiration. Let whatever it is that you do be your inspiration. And people are nosy. So show them what you do behind the scenes in one way or another. And how are you going to get this done? Just give yourself some time to think about it. Give yourself some time to think about what you should record, what you should say, how you should post, and let it be yourself. Let it be your genuine, authentic self and have fun. Have fun. Like if you're not having fun with your content, with your business, it shows and people feel that. People feel that. So summer is here. Summer is upon us. Congrats to all the graduates. Everybody doing their thing. But summer is here, and this does not have to be a slow summer for you. Even for my churches, I know that churches, pastors are expecting their members to be out of town and that happens, but there are ways to keep your people engaged no matter where they are. And honestly, as a pastor, you want your flock to go on vacation. Like you want your customers to go on vacation. You want people to have that time, but that doesn't mean that it slows up your money because you can still keep them engaged. There are ways to still keep the needle moving. There are ways to still move that bottom line up if your systems are together and if you have your marketing together. Because say it with me, when you're out of sight, you're what? Mhm. So you need to stay on top of people's minds. Stop underestimating what you do. Stop underestimating your impact and stop underestimating your marketing. You are too quiet. People need to know who you are and what you do for them. Until next time, be great.